Wow, look at this messy table. But how cool is this? A most fearful sacrifice scenario one, learning scenario, very short. Super excited to play it because I've been here. Hexy's over there listening to me. He and I and McMurray, Phil, tour guide Phil and his friend Aaron. I walked this area. I was here. It's so cool to do that. I mean, that's one of the first times. I've now done it with Arnhem, but I haven't played this kind of scale. Yeah, just fascinating. So cool. Very pumped. Um, all right, so pretty exciting. This is a three-turn game, 4, 5, and 6 p.m. on July 2nd. What's cool is, so on this last turn, um, um, the Confederates needed to take that hill, and there were guys on all this side of them, and I said, you know what I need to do? I need to shift around to the right, like what really happened. I kind of did that, only this guy came up here. I say this guy, all the Laws Brigade guys came up here. This Law Brigade guy came up here, and they didn't really shift all the way around. I was going to try to get that way so I could envelop, but I couldn't quite make that happen on their first turn. So the very first card pulled during this turn was this this card here. It was like just perfect. That's why I like these card games and stuff, just when the story comes up. So what happens is I get to put this on the card. Man, is that the right one? On the unit to increase this. Yeah. So I put the hurrah card. So they increase their cohesion rating by 1, and you get to ignore a shaken result. So awesome. It's just like that's like what happened. They rallied up. Chamberlain Chamberlain getting them all excited, like, come on, defend the hill. And then just the kind of the flow of the cards. So then everyone got to attack, and they took it. And then the Union tried again, but failed. And then they took it. And then the Confederates got this SK result they could ignore. So they put that on the guy, and they attacked, and they got to ignore the shaken, so they didn't have the skedaddle results. They didn't have to leave, and they got a skedaddle 2 on that. So that was awesome. So yeah, they took it from the Union, and then they finally knocked him back, knocking this guy back 3 hexes, skedaddle 3. Then Vincent's brigade, a 9-3, took it back when that guy skedaddled, and leaving that one open, that made me nervous. And then I just had a 4 unit. I played the last card here, which was the activation for Hood, and they got to the second to last card. And just in the fire attack, they were able to knock the Union guy back and do a skedaddle, and then they got to move, and they moved both units in here of Law's Brigade. This guy was back here, he didn't move. And then the very last card was the colonel is down, and it knocked these guys down. So the Vincent's brigade getting knocked off there, knocked the colonel down, the leadership. Maybe Chamberlain fell, and that really depleted the troops. They became battle worn, scattered some guys, and it's a Confederate victory, taking Big and Little Round Tops on July 2nd. That's going to make a difference in the next day. Maybe they can put some artillery up here, some cannons, to cover some of the other battles happening. So that is that. Really fun. I definitely played this, I feel like, a lot differently. Like I feel like I incorporated many of the rules. I don't even know if I even finished that other time I played. I think I must have, but very fun. Now I'm understanding some of the names and some of the stuff that happened. I'm not going to have that with all the battles here, but it was great. Other thing, slow down, see what I'm doing, figure it out. Good job. I don't need to say this because it's been said a million times. Good job, Flying Pig and Herman Luttman. Good job, Jeff.
It's not Stig.
I said Herman Luttman.
You said Stig and Herman Luttman.
Oh, I said Flying Pig.
Oh, Flying Pig. Okay.
Yeah, Flying Pig. I apologize.
Stig in a couple of days.
No comments from the peanut gallery. Anyway, but we are excited about a game coming out from Stig soon. So, but Flying Pig and Herman Luttman, thanks a lot. It was it's really cool, and and you almost feel like you're playing like a miniature game, right? You got the little good colors and you got the big counters, and that's cool too. All right, thanks all. If you have the game, play it. This first scenario is not bad. And a tip, an idea, like, I seem to struggle with setup all the time with every game I own. This chart here is great for that. So when it calls for, I don't know, I'm just looking up a name here. It calls for law, and you just can't figure out what he belongs to. You can find him on the list and find out what division he's in and what corps. You can figure that out. It's not too bad. So nice chart. I really do like the organization chart. That's nice, especially as I learn division, brigade, corps, regiment, all that business. So, all right, that's that. Thank you all. Have a great time. Smash that, caress that, buttons and things and all that stuff. We'll see you at the next battle. Bye.